What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video. And as you can see, today's video is going to be a walk and talk. Have not done one of these in a long time. People have been kind of asking me when I was going to do one. So I'm out walking. It's kind of like 6:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere in there this evening. Sun's going down, but the temperature's nice. Feels good out. And I'm going to be leaving Montana in a couple days, as many as you know, to go to Colorado. So I figured I would do a walk and talk before I left Montana here in Bozeman. It's a beautiful city. Now, some of the scenery you're going to see behind me now isn't very beautiful. This is just like some wide open field, kind of around the area where I park to do my live streams. But it's a nice, like the walk from my house. I do like a square. I have like a 45-minute square cut out from my house around this area and back to my house. So I've been trying to recently walk every day for an hour. I had gotten away from walking. Y'all might have saw my hiking video the other day, and I said like that was the first time I hiked in months. And I realized I hadn't been doing a lot of walking, you know? So I've been trying to walk at least 45 minutes to an hour every day, just kind of get back in shape. And I definitely can feel it. You know what's crazy? I can tell the difference between like hiking and walking on like nature, on like trails and dirt and stuff like that, rocks, as opposed to walking on concrete. I went for that hike the other day, no problem. Now that I've been trying to walk an hour in these streets, on these sidewalks, like I feel it. like I feel it in my knees. I feel it in my ankles. It's weird. It's weird. But whatever it is, I gotta walk it out. So that's what we're doing today. Just taking a little walk. And I said this in a live stream the other day, but another reason I've been trying to walk so much is, you know, I'm in Bozeman, Montana. Not really a lot of people with the same, you know, skin complexion as I, which I've never had any problems here. It's a super friendly city. Nothing but good things to say about Bozeman. But the day and age we live in, we're very like, I don't know, race has become an issue, a bigger issue than it normally was. I just think it's important for me to show that there are black people in this city. Show the cars driving by that, you know, there's one black dude, he's here, he ain't scared, you know? Not that Bozeman will be a city to be scared of, but you do have some of your elements. I do see the guys with the big rebel flags and that type of stuff, you know, you see. So I just feel like these days, like, it's important to show like there's black people everywhere. We're out here. We're not afraid. And I feel like whoever you are and whatever group you represent, you should do the same. You know, let people know whatever you are, it's America. So all of us should go outside and walk around and say, hey, I'm this and I'm here and I'm not afraid. You know, at the very least, I'm a good person. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I feel like we're not seeing a lot of smiling faces. We're not seeing as many. Well, I'll put it this way. We're seeing more angry people out in the streets these days. So to see somebody out in the streets just like walking around and smiling, I think that is doing something for this country. So, you know, take a walk, smile, wave, you know, just let people know like normal, happy people are still out here. Because you're not gonna see that on the news. Why is this car pulling in? I'm telling y'all, whenever I start doing something, it's not even a real road up here, but like I'm doing a video walking that way, a car pulls in. I'm telling you, I can't, every time I turn this camera on, it just gets crazy. You might have noticed that I don't have a real topic for this video. I'm just kind of rambling, you know? Just wanted to turn the camera on, talk. Today was, I had so much scheduled to do today. I had so much stuff scheduled to do today. Like I said, I'm heading to Colorado end of the week. I had so much scheduled to do today. Didn't do none of it. Did not do none of it. I laid in bed most of the day on Netflix. Let's go up here. I've never gone up here. We're deviating off the sidewalk. I've always wanted to go up here. There's like a little dam almost over here. I've always wanted to walk up here, so we're gonna walk up here. Plus I'm waiting for this dude to drive off in that car. I don't know what he's doing. So yeah, this is the scene over here. Like I said, not very Not the best scenery, but I don't know. Turn this way, y'all can see. I don't know what I'm gonna find up here. This is the way we're going. We're going in this direction. Not my best day. Y'all know me, near the end of the month, that's usually when it happens. I just get, you know, I'm still up, I'm still good, I'm still smiling, I'm still happy, but I'm just not, I don't have that extra, I just didn't have that extra in me to like Instacart for 8 hours and then come home and do YouTube, all that stuff. So a lot of bird activity going on over here. I really don't know how I get down from this other than turning back around, but in the middle of Bozeman, you know, you got areas like this. But it's okay, folks, to have a bad day. All right. You know, I'm the prince of positivity. I think, you know, you try to be overall be in a great mood whenever possible, put that positive energy out in the world. You know, I feel like that's one of our obligations, or it's one of mine, is to try to be positive as much as possible. There's like some junk back there. I don't know what that startled me. But I feel like it's one of my obligations to be positive as much as possible. But some days, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. You know, we got so much going on. Just like even on the good days these days, we already got so much stress. Just this new normal we're living in. Okay, here's a trail. I can get back out to the sidewalk, I think. I think. Ooh, some duckies. Y'all see the ducks? Maybe. This new normal we got going on is so stressful that even on a good day, our stress level is higher than it was last year, you know? So all of us got little things going on, you know? As much stuff as I share on YouTube, you know, that stuff goes on in my life that, you know, other people don't know about. Even people like I know in real life, in IRL, may not know what's going on. So some days, you know, we all got stuff going on. We may not tell anybody else, or we only tell a couple people, and they might not be like huge things, but they add to that already high stress level. So some days you're just not gonna, it's just not gonna be there, you know? But don't beat yourself up. Take a day. These days you got every right to take a day, if possible, to yourself. Don't talk to nobody, lay in bed, go somewhere, take a staycation. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Your mental health. Your mental health. I think this is something that we're also focused on, COVID and our physical health and you know, so many other worries that I think we're forgetting about our mental health, because, you know, your mental health can kind of, you don't notice it deteriorating because you're so busy and you're so worried. The very things that like kill off our mental health are the things that keep us from like realizing it's being killed off, right? So like a lot of times, until like it just smacks us, you know, until like depression just smacks us in the face, you know, or something, you know, or we just break into tears for no reason, we really don't realize our mental health is dwindling or going down. But I feel like now more than ever, what did I say? I think I saw a stat the other day that said 1 in 3 people under the age of 25 had thought about suicide this year, or something crazy like that. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but it was something crazy, something unbelievable. Like, I'm like, no, I had to look it up, and I was like, no way. But it's mental health is bad now. Mental health is bad now. I'm sure the suicide numbers of people actually going through with it are probably way worse than normal. I'm sure they're attributing those deaths to COVID, which kind of, in a backdoor sort of way, I guess they are. It is responsible, sort of, kind of. Not the actual virus, but the fallout from the virus. I'm sure 5 years from now, we'll get the real suicide numbers. So, like, what my point is, folks, like, look out for your mental health. If you got to take a day, if you got to take a week, if you got to curl up in the fetal position and weep uncontrollably for 3 hours, like, do what you got to do. You know, don't think like we're gonna stand strong and we're gonna get through this and we're gonna endure, but don't think that like every moment of your life you have to be strong. You know, now if you got kids or other people who rely on you, you might need to be strong for them in public, but go in your room and lock the door and, and pull out that old teddy bear from childhood, and curl up with Mr. Bumpkins, and curl up with Mr. Bumpkins, and just, you know, have a moment. Get whatever your guilty food is, okay, that you eat when you're, you know, your comfort food, eat it. I don't care. The quarantine 15, we done been there, gained that, lost that. It's time for a whole new, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I was trying to think of a funny term for some more weight. I don't know. You just, if you gain more weight or lose, whatever, who cares? Pull out, go to the store, go to the Dollar, they sell ice cream at the Dollar Tree. Go to the Dollar Tree, spend about $3. Get you a tub, get you a tub of ice cream, and sit and watch, I don't know, 90s reruns of shows and eat. You know what I mean? Don't feel like you have to hold yourself to the normal time standards, right? Take care of your mental health, whatever that takes. Now, you know, you might be on the other end of the spectrum. You might need to work out all day, get your mental health. You might need to read, listen to audiobooks, go for a hike like I kind of have to do sometimes. Whatever it is that keeps your mental health in track, do it. Do it. Don't be shamed. Do it. Okay? I think one of the things we're starting to see, that this whole life of working, of living just to work and make money and pay bills is starting to fall apart. So if that's already fallen apart, don't think you have to you know, follow the party, you know, walk the straight and narrow with that. It's falling apart, folks. It ain't gonna be here much longer. I mean, it'll be here, but we're gonna see some serious cracks in it. Okay? Unemployment numbers going back up. Going back up. They started dropping, now they're going back up. Sadly. You know, so don't feel like you gotta be, you know, the best worker and just following that straight and narrow these days, folks, because a lot of the stuff we've been living for and we thought was important before, it's going away anyway. It's going away anyway. The world is changing. I say this in so many videos and each and every day, like a day like today when I laid in bed. So I watched, not only did I watch a lot of Netflix, but I also watched a lot of kind of like news reports on YouTube, things like that. I never watch the news on TV, but I will look at certain reports on YouTube. Ones that I search for that I want to watch. Not just them putting stuff up on the evening news, no. But it further shows me how much the world is changing. The world is changing, and we cannot be expected to not change or to not be affected by it. And I know how so many of us are. We beat ourselves up over things and we want to be, you know, just no matter what, just that rock. Nah. Soften that rock up some. It's 2020. You know why? Because we're gonna need all of our mental health for 2021. So, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking today, I was like, I feel like I was born for these times, right? I've said this before. Maybe not so much on this channel, but I say it to my friends a lot. They're probably tired of hearing it. I feel like I was born for these times. Like life, just the normal life before this was cool, especially these last 5 years, but it did not seem totally real to me. This is starting to feel like the real world, because we're starting to go through a lot of the stuff I read about in history books. I was one of those kids, I buried my head in history books. You know, all I wanted to read about was when I was younger, was Native Americans and early baseball. I know more about 1920s baseball than I know about 2020s baseball. That's seriously. So I've always been like big into history and just seeing some of the bad times we had throughout history. This feels like one of those, feels real. So I've always said like this was the time I was born for, but it occurred to me today, there's no guarantee that like I'm gonna have the mental strength to get through it. Like it had never occurred to me like I was gonna have to do some work to get through it. I like this right here. They got the Tesla chargers. That's pretty cool. That's super cool. It just never occurred. I was always like, oh, I was born for this time period. Yeah. But I'm like, oh wait, I gotta figure out still how to make it through this time period. And then also the next thought that occurred to me, I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I think the universe is kind of teaching me patience, because it's like, okay, that time period you're born for, I feel like this is why you were put on this planet in the body of Timothy Ward at this time. It's here, but not gonna immediately show you what you're supposed to do. So I got a lot of work on me personally. And I feel like a lot of y'all probably feeling the same, maybe not the same crazy thoughts as me, but the whole thought of, hey, we got to get through this, we got to endure. It is endurable. Humanity will survive, but that's going to take some effort. And I really think that having your mentals in place is a big part of that. So that is one of the reasons I've been trying to read more. I'm thinking when I get to Colorado, I might try to read like a book a week. I don't know. I'm be hanging out with my friends a lot when I get to Colorado. I didn't already said this. I'm gonna be in them streets. You know, I mean, nothing crazy. It's COVID, so you can't get too crazy. But I do want to spend more time with my friends, like after work and stuff. But I was like, I might hold myself to reading one book a week, something like that, just to get my mentals in shape. I listen to a lot of audiobooks at night going to bed. I try to put on an audiobook, listen to something by one of the Stoics or by a philosopher like Alan Watts. Just keep my mentals in place, you know? Have good discussion over the phone with intelligent people. I talk to my dad a lot. He helps me get my thoughts together. Talk to my boy Cyan. You know, y'all know my friends. Y'all know my friends. You know, talk with Abby. Talk with my friend Jasmine. You know, like I've been trying to just talk with some of my friends from back home. Just trying to have conversation. Ooh, the sprinklers are on. That is one thing about this walk, is all the sprinklers come on at 7 o'clock, and it's Montana, so people got money, so they don't mind watering the sidewalk. So I be getting wet because I refuse to like walk around them, because I want people who see me walking to be like, why is that dude walking right through the sprinklers? Because I don't let nothing alter my path. Nah, you're not altering my path with your sprinklers. I just walk right through them. So I look crazy, but I'll tell you, I'm weird. But maybe that shows how much my mentals are slipping. This dude's walking through the sprinkler, side of the road. He's crazy. Okay, they're off up here. Okay, cool. They just went off. Okay, cool. But yeah, just try to keep my mentals intact. I think that's important. You know, I think we focus so much on and things that arguably, yeah, we should focus on. You know, you gotta focus on, you know, the economy and how you gonna pay your bills with all these jobs being lost, and trying to stay healthy and wearing your mask, and you know, lockdowns coming back in certain parts of the world, and kids going to school or not going to school, and you know, over in England, they're locking down kids at the university. They went back to college and they won't let them leave the college. It's crazy. But you know, how to get home without, you know, coming in contact with the protest, to be whatever group it might be protesting. You know, we got a lot going on. But while we're focused so much on that, we got to realize it's messing with their mentals. You got to do what you got to do to keep your mentals intact, man. Now, one thing I will say, don't do, drugs, alcohol, none of that will help. Comfort foods, okay, unless you have like an addiction to food, then maybe not. But drugs, alcohol, you know, tons and tons of sex, all that stuff that we humans turn to, when there's problems, none of that's gonna help. But anything healthy you can do, and anything, you know, that you might not normally do, that might not be the best for you, but it's okay, go for that too. But just, you know, we got to get through this. We got to endure. It does nobody any good if we have a nervous breakdown. Okay? So, going all the way back to what I started talking about, if you have to take a day, you have to take a couple days, go somewhere, stay home, go visit somebody. Oh, see, that's the thing. I say go visit somebody, and people are like, no, stay home, stay safe. Do whatever you got to do. Do what you got to do to get your mentals intact. I got a little quieter because dude's on the phone. I don't want to be shouting in his conversation. Do whatever you got to do to keep your mentals intact, folks. We got a long ride. This ain't over. I think we got at least another 6 months to a year of this. I just do. I wish I could be, you know, Oliver Optimist and be like, it'll be over tomorrow. But nah, I think we got another 6 months to a year of this. I think we're gonna see things get a little worse before they get better. So definitely get this where it needs to be, so you know you can get through all this. And when the world does go back to some semblance of the way we knew it, you know, what can they throw at you then? Like, if you get your mentals right now and you go through all this and it doesn't knock you off your pivot and you stay relatively sane, when in 2024, when the world goes back to normal, what can they ever say to you? what can happen that'll, you know what I mean? You're like, man, this ain't nothing compared to 2020 to 2021. You know, so get your mentals right. Hang in there. Humanity will get through this. Those of us who survive will get through it, as long as this is where it needs to be. Anyway, this was a long walk and talk, and I don't really feel like I said much. But you got some of the nice Bozeman scenery. I'm in a way better mood just from sharing this time with y'all. Wanted to give y'all a walk and talk. Promise you the next one will be better. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Talk to y'all later.